Hi, I'm former BYU and NFL quarterback Mark Wilson. After a 10-year NFL career followed by a 20-year career developing real estate in Seattle, Washington, I retired, ready to live the rest of my life on the golf course. That dream lasted about 6 months. The turning point came one day while driving home from the golf course when I asked myself, is this really what you're going to do every day for the rest of your life? And that answer proved to be no. When I got up in the morning, I wanted it to matter. And whatever I did during the day, I wanted it to make a difference. So I sold my golf membership and started formulating plans to launch what would eventually become 𝐔𝐒𝐄 Biosciences. 𝐔𝐒𝐄 Biosciences, or QSciences, is a health and wellness company that was designed to make a difference in the lives of people and their families throughout the world. Our name says it all. 𝐔𝐶𝐄 meaning the best of the best, and biosciences meaning verified and validated by the latest in scientific research. Our name is a daily reminder to me to do everything we can to fulfill our objective. When we got started, I partnered with one of the brightest minds in the scientific world, Dr. Stephen Kimberly. Dr. Kimberly had been an internist, was a licensed naturopath, and when I met him, he was one of the senior editors at WebMD. It was Dr. Kimberly who pointed us to nutritional supplementation as a way to truly make a difference in people's lives. Using Dr. Kimberly's talents and passion for improving health and wellness, we developed cutting-edge formulas, created proprietary technology, and designed what we believe is the world's premier health and wellness company. We started with a really innovative product called Qmax, which is a daily micronutrient supplement made up of 36 vitamins, minerals, and amino acids that fuel your brain and body at the cellular level. Soon we expanded to include a full complement of nutritional supplements, addressing sleep, digestive health, weight management, energy, and skin care. And most recently, we've added a complete range of full-spectrum hemp products that are unmatched in the industry. Together, the QSciences product line is perhaps the most effective, integrated, and holistic approach to overall wellness in the world today. One of the things that makes us the most unique is our product development process. We ask the same questions about every product, and the answers determine whether or not it's a good fit for our company. We ask, is it quintessential? Is it backed by science? Is it innovative or shallow and unimaginative? And most importantly, will it make a difference in people's lives? And if the answer is no to any of those questions, it doesn't make the cut. It's as simple as that. All QSciences nutraceutical products work on the micronutrient level. We start by dialing in your nutrition, everything your body and brain needs to be healthy and strong. We then tune up your digestive system to make sure the nutrients can be fully absorbed so they can get from your digestive system into your bloodstream. And finally, we ease your body's response to chronic inflammation, associated aches and pains, and other health challenges with full-spectrum hemp. By doing so, we can boost your energy, we can boost your focus, we can truly make a difference in your physical, mental, and emotional health. Our science and medical advisory boards work hard to make our products do what they promise and more. Their benefits are truly unmatched, helping you and your family to reach your full potential. Our products represent the ideal solution to your various health needs and allow you the option to choose what you need from our comprehensive, effective line. Our goal is to help you live the fulfilled, active life you've always dreamed of. Whether you want enhanced focus, increased energy, better skin, or just overall improved health, it's all possible with QSciences. And here's the best part. QSciences can help you improve much more than your health. By sharing our company and life-changing health benefits with others, you can discover the opportunity to earn free products, a supplemental income, or even a transformative income stream. Our mission is to help others create lasting happiness and fulfillment in life through abundant health, strong community and social ties, and the sense of accomplishment that comes from setting and achieving goals. We're optimistic about the future. Can't wait to see what it has in store. So to all you new members, welcome. We're thrilled to have you with us. And if you haven't made the decision to become an ambassador yet, I invite you to join QSciences. It's never too late to start making a difference.
TINA.org reports that on 9/28 of 2021, the Direct Selling Self-Regulatory Council, the DSSRC, announced that it has referred earnings and health claims for QSciences to the FTC and Utah Attorney General after it said that the MLM failed to adequately respond to its inquiry. In addition to identifying several coronavirus-related health claims, the DSSRC cited some of the same earnings claims TINA.org alerted readers to in the following article, including claims that distributors can earn full-time income and that QSciences is part of a financial freedom movement. Hello, hello. Happy 4th of July. I'm DC. I'm an MLM dropout, and I make videos uncovering unethical business practices, cults, and everything in between, really. I'm happy to be here, and today we are going to be looking at a Zoom call. I hope you all had a good time with your families today, if you were able to celebrate with them, or if you just had a normal day. Hope you had a great day. We had to spend it by ourselves because our dog is struggling with some fleas that he caught out here. We have deer in our backyard. Our house bumps up to a nature preserve type thing. Cool. Awesome. Thanks, Kirstie. And so he got some fleas. We got our yard treated, but we had to shave him. He is a little Alaskan 𝐔𝐒𝐄. And so we had to shave him, and we've been giving him medicine and baths, and we also want to be respectful and not spread it to other people's homes. So we weren't able to see my family today, which that's fine. Just not the normal day we normally spend. So I've been hanging out with my dog, played some Animal Crossing. And so that's how I learned about QSciences. I think they claim that their tinctures or their droplets are better absorbed than any other product on the market. And who knows? Who knows? And we're going to see if we can see through it. I have one that's less blurry, so we will see. We will see.
With the fast... Sorry.
There we go. Sorry,
you guys.
guys.
Still hear me? I think I'm having audio issues. Yeah.
Yeah, you sound good.
Okay. So Kelly,
that's as good as I can do right now, guys.
And her son came home last week or the week before with some items that really caught my attention. And I instantly had my son get a hold of her, and she called, and we talked for quite some time.
So Kirstie, they're like a they're a health company. They sell things like supplements. They sell CBD. They sell, and I think they claim to sell some kind of like water soluble CBD. And they've raided a few teams. I say that, I don't say it allegedly. Some independent contractors have recruited from other multi-level marketing teams. I know that because our team was raided.
And you guys know that I am heavy duty into fitness. Everyone that knows me knows that I run like crazy. I'm also in school full time, and I work full time. And listening to her, as far as the health and wellness, I am all in with this, and I need some financial relief too.
Oh, geez.
And that's my main right now. Just speaking with her, I have a cousin, you all know Kim, that was in the hospital for let's just say 100 days. She dealt with COVID. Kelly started talking to me about liquid collagen. I've watched testimonies of people that have had chemotherapy, post.
So, again, trigger warning. I'm sorry I didn't say earlier. They're going to be proclaiming the health benefits of their products on pretty intense health problems like cancer, the vid, and I know they're going to say it here. And again, we're seeing a small fraction of these Zoom calls that are posted on YouTube. I know some people have access to be able to get into them live. I'm a small creator. Dave Vaughn sends me some of these, and all of them so far have been from YouTube. So again, it's a small statistic of all of this going on in different health and wellness multi-level marketing companies where they're saying that their products can affect or impact these really big medical problems. I do have a big issue with that. People are scared when big things like that happen to them, and then it does seem that, one, they believe that their products really do help, and two, they have a financial interest in the person saying yes. Not only they're recommending it because they think it'll work, they're hoping someone says yes because that person's going to buy, that person will buy from them.
Postpartum hair loss. I struggle with hair issues. So there's a couple of products that I wanted to start, that I wanted to purchase and take myself so that I could speak about it. And Kim was one of the first ones that I thought of. She's been on a miraculous healing journey, and she's number one. She is a walking miracle. And as soon as I heard all of this, I jumped in, and all of you that I have invited on have a huge part in my life. And I wanted to share all this. We all share a lot of the same backgrounds, as far as our family's concerned, as far as our health is concerned. And I wanted you guys to listen to what I'm about to do. I'm asking for your support. Cheer me on. And I guess just kind of tune in.
Awesome. Thank you, Stephanie. That's amazing. And I thank you, each and every one of you, taking time out of your day, your evening, and jumping on here. And I just think it's such a testimony to Stephanie, you, the support that you have, the leadership in this group that you have, and, you know, their willingness to get on here and to cheer you on, support you, and hear what you are excited about doing. And yes, definitely, you are an advocate for health and wellness. And it's been such a testimony and exciting to be able to see you be able to step into that role. I love seeing your post about running, especially in the heat. I don't know how you do it. So yeah, I think everybody that knows you knows how much you're a dedicated mom. Number one, I see that for sure, taking care of your kids. Caitlin, I'm excited to see your face. I haven't got to see that, so I'm excited. Of course, I know Dayton. He's like another child. Many stories there. But I'm excited for you guys to be on here, so appreciate that. I'm going to introduce Josie and John. So they are my business partners and mentors, and I am thrilled to introduce them to you. They are a Christian couple. Okay. So this is my third company that I've been with, and I have watched Josie and John through a couple other companies, and I've been watching them grow. And I've been watching Q for like 6 months, and on the back shadows and looking at the compensation, looking at the products and lots of different things going on. It takes a lot to convince me. It takes a lot for me to jump in. I'm a nurse. I'm a certified integrative nutritionist. I'm a certified life coach. So I have to really, really know it and believe it and be in. And then I have to know trusting people that I can have that third party, the validation, that testimony for them personally. And so when I saw Josie and John, they were using Q.
I feel like this part in the call where they're trying to not puff up, but uncover all of the great things about why you should trust their uplines, and then they say their own self-proclaiming certifications, and that's great. She has all of these extra certifications, but as the person potentially buying the products, you're thinking that, oh, a nurse is involved with this and she is a certified XYZ. She is adding her credibility behind these products. Of course, I'm going to trust the products now. And it's a little meaningful one to have someone who does have a science background to say they like something. But across the board, if you're using it to unduly influence someone else, is that an ethical stance to take? I think you could argue a lot of different points on this, and I do have my own thoughts about multi-level marketing. I am biased. I do have a slant. I do try to stay away from nitpicking just for nitpicking's sake. I can be petty as well. I'm hoping that this content helps someone else at least not be unduly influenced as much, to be able to take a step back from the group if they are a part of something where they're utilizing more cult-like tactics, more undue influence, and be able to advocate for themselves more. So that's what I hope, if someone who isn't out of multi-level marketing yet does find these videos. I do want it to help them while we're critiquing how they're saying things. I'm trying to do my best, I guess.
I literally called Josie and was like, tell me about this Q. I've been watching it. I've been waiting for someone that I know that's doing it. And because I trust them so much, I was in. Like, literally, I'm like, send me the sign up.
Hey, Avery.
Like, I'm done. And when Josie told me her story, which you guys are going to hear, you're going to see why. So on the health side, then like Stephanie was saying, like the nursing and my science background, all in on the products. They are set apart in the industry. And then hearing the testimony on the business side from Josie and John that you're about to hear, it was a no-brainer. So I'm going to turn it over to you guys. Thank you for hosting this.
Of course. We're excited to be here. And thank y'all for coming out. This is amazing. Y'all are awesome friends to support Stephanie in this. And I know personally, like the people that I called when I first joined this business, those people were very special to me. I wanted to bless them the most because I was getting started and I wanted to be able to give them prime real estate in my business if they wanted to partner with me, or even just share my journey with me and support me in that way. So that's really what this is about. And so we're going to share really quickly about our testimony and then a little bit about the products and the comp plan. And I have a special guest that's going to hop on. She's actually my mentor, who I partnered with, and it's a really, really big deal that she's going to hop on the call, y'all. She's a black diamond here, and she has agreed to give us a few minutes of her time tonight. So whenever she texts me, I'm just going to have her pop on, and then even if she has to interrupt what we're doing, and just share her testimony, a real snippet of her testimony. So I promise we'll try to make it fun and interesting. We do have a crazy life and story. So my husband's going to tackle the testimony tonight. So take it away, babe.
Yeah. So they're telling people how they should feel about some higher ranking individual that's going to pop on the call. I have an issue, even like if it's someone in government, if it's a celebrity, if it's, a higher academic person, someone who maybe carries a lot of weight in something, pushing a product or standing behind a product. I don't think anybody should take someone's word because they say it's good that you should accept it as good. I think, advocate for yourself, critically think about something. And I do have issues with multi-level marketing companies across the board using these celebrity type people or painting someone at a higher rank as a celebrity type of person and saying, well, this is a big deal, you should listen to her or them, whoever it's going to be hopping on, and you're kind of paving the way, tell people how to think about something. I mean, it is influencing to a point. I don't know what y'all think about it. Let me know in the live chat, or replay crew, shout out to you guys. Let me know in the comments.
So hi, I'm John. I am her lesser half. But my whole career, I've been a Christian singer. I have songs on all the platforms, and I've had some songs in some movies and whatnot. So I traveled my whole career, and I was the primary breadwinner. It was probably almost 7 years ago when Josie was like, she had a degree and she did, school system speech therapy for years, but just wanted to be home with her kids. So she came home but she wanted also to have something to call her own and help supplement her income, because it was feast and famine with what I did. And so she got into this industry.
Tea time.
She tried several companies.
Okay, so he is a public figure, so is she. His name is John Waller. They have 10 children. He is a musician, and he, I guess, I don't know what group he's a part of, though. Let's see. John, and I'll share my screen if I find something good. Let's see what he's done. I don't know if he's that big of a singer. He has a tour, though, or he was going on a tour at one point. There's no dates up. John Waller first caught. Okay, I'll share my screen. Let's share my screen. Share. Georgia native John Waller first got the attention of the Christian music community as a frontman for the fan favorite According to John. I've never heard of that band. 1996 to 2003. When the group disbanded, Waller moved to Colorado, helped launch Southlink Church. Okay. Began writing songs that led to signing a gosh darn it, use Grammarly or something. That led to signing a record deal with Beat Street Records, Provident Music Group. His major label solo debut, The Blessing, earned a top 10 Faces to Watch. I've never, I don't know what that song is. I don't really listen to Christian music, even though I'm a Christian. While I'm Waiting, As for Me and My House, Crazy Faith. His most recent full album and Radiant Music debut, Explosions of Light, 2019. Sparked the Christian radio top 40, which is called Awakening. It's also known as the Coffee Song. I've never heard of this. Okay. While not in the studio, finishing his latest album, set to release late 2021, which maybe they didn't update the website. Waller can be found with his wife and 10 children residing in Atlanta, Georgia. How interesting. Okay. It's literally free. Yes. I'm not really into that space at all either.
I actually met Kelly is through
Beachbody. Boom.
No.
We're on the same team.
We joined Beachbody as a business because
crossover?
we love to work out. But beyond that, it didn't really align with who we are. The culture didn't. So, fast forward, I spent my career traveling and doing music, but then we moved to California a few years ago, and I took a job out there, and I was making a really good income. And she was with a company, and it was
another health and wellness company
that
Which
really
one was
more
it?
aligned
Tell
with
us.
who we are. And she was making, she worked for 2 years doing that. Was making about $4,000 to $5,000 a month.
Not 45.
425. Let's just call it 5,000 on a good month.
Yeah.
We never knew what we were going to make with that company, though. It was averages, and so COVID hit, and we decided we were going to move back to Georgia because we wanted to get out of California, crazy California.
Hey, there might be some Californians on here.
That's all right. Anybody losing California knows it's crazy there. But so we moved across the country. I left my job, and we just did it by faith. We're like, God will take care of us. But I didn't know what I was going to do. And so we had this $4,000 to $5,000 a month that we said, okay, God, here's our 5 loaves and 3 fishes, and this is all we got. This is not enough. We cannot.
If you're not a Christian, he's referencing not a parable, but one of the stories in the Bible. Jesus was talking to the masses, and there wasn't enough food, and so he multiplied stuff so people could eat. I take issue with anybody in multi-level marketing misusing any type of scripture, even if it's not Christian scripture. If it doesn't, you're using it to support your point, when contextually, does that support your point? I don't think so. I especially don't think so in this situation when they're selling something to someone else. And that's my personal opinion. If you disagree, let me know. Let's talk about it. We can talk about it in the comments.
I'll feed these kids. We have 10 kids, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm about to show you a picture of all of our kids.
I'll go ahead and
No,
pull it
not
up
on the
while he's
internet.
talking.
Stop it.
And so we prayed and we laid it on the altar, and we said, okay, we'll give up this $4,000 to $5,000 a month. We need something more than this. And so she saw Brittany posting about this new company. Brittany was with our previous company, and she got out of it. She got burnt out, and she disappeared. We just didn't know what happened to Brittany. All of a sudden, she resurfaced, posting about a company called QSciences. You don't even know what you're doing.
I know what I'm doing, babe.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. Just keep talking.
All right.
I know exactly what I'm doing.
Oh, wow, you do. All right. I underestimated her techie ability. So One night it was about, we fasted for a month.
Mm-hmm.
She woke me up at 3 a.m. and said, babe, I feel like I know the answer. I feel like I'm supposed to switch companies. And to me, I knew that meant walking away from that guaranteed income and all the bonuses, all the things she had earned.
Mm-hmm.
She was going to have to literally lay it on the table because it was probably going to get taken away if anyone knew that she was thinking about switching companies. But we did it because we knew God was leading us to do it. So in 1 month, she replaced her income.
Mm-hmm.
2 months, she doubled it. 4 months, she quadrupled it. In 7 months, she started making 6.5 times what she was making at that previous company. That's more money than we've ever made combined in our entire marriage. So now let us share with you.
That is an income claim. 6.5 times 4,000, $26,000 a month. That's on the low end. So they said they made between $4,000 and $5,000 a month, and then they just said they made 6.5 times the amount of that. So on the low end, they were making $26,000 a month. I think they're probably joking around, but it hit me that way too, Kat. I was just, and I guess because like I'm the techie one, and my husband's techie too, but I'm more techie, and also have renovated our last home. I'm doing projects here. I grew up doing that with my dad, so I don't know what to say. Oh, geez.
The opportunity, that the company, the products, everything that goes with this opportunity, because it's changed our life.
Mm-hmm.
No
it
kidding.
Really has.
This is our family, and like he's
$26,000 a month is a chunk of change I think that's a chunk of change for anybody. And is that necessarily something that you can promise to other people? And it sure is being used to impress the people on this call. And of course, they have a larger family. They have a bigger need for income. $26,000 a month is a lot. And that was, again, on the lower estimate.
Like we said, we have 10 kids, 5 boys, 5 girls. 3 of them are adopted from Ukraine. No, we didn't plan to have this many kids. It just happened.
Yeah.
And we just kept saying, okay, Lord, if you want to give us more, we'll take it. And sure, we'll adopt some too, which 1 turned into 3 really fast. It's a crazy story. And so that's one reason why finances have been really tough for us, because having such a large family to provide for think about the average family and what your family needs, and then like double, quadruple that,
I'm very pro adoption. I'm even more pro adoption for making sure that your family is the right fit for a child, not just finding any child. Again, any family who is willing to adopt, that's incredible. I don't want to paint that in a negative light. I'm not a big fan of showing your kids on the internet. And again, they're using their family as part of a pitch to sell this dream to the other people on this call. And again, I have a bias towards that. I think it's exploitive on some level.
Is what we have. And so we were constantly running into hardship financially. So I was like, I've got to get us out of this, and I see an opportunity here, and I'm going to freaking take it, because I've always missed the boat on being in on the timing of a company early. And I was like, I'm not going to miss this. I see what
now again, I don't know what year. Oh, this was this year. They keep saying that getting in early is important, even though people in multi-level marketing say you don't have to get in early. But QSciences has been around for a hot second. I just hope the kids have access to good mental health care as an adoptee. It is necessary. That's an incredibly good point, Kat, and thank you so much for bringing that up. There's also, Kat, I don't know if you've listened to it, but Dr. Stephen Hassan did an interview with an adoption expert. She had a clinic in New York where they helped families. She's a doctor of psychiatry, but she specifically works with families with adopted children and helps them. But it was a very insightful conversation, and what she spent her whole career doing was incredible. So if you ever get a chance to listen to it, it's a really good episode. It's also on YouTube, I think.
I couldn't unsee what I saw. And so I'm like, I'm going to do this. I feel led to do it. I felt like it was covered in prayer, and it was what I was supposed to do. So I jumped on board and never looked back. It's been absolutely life-changing. So go to this slide and let's talk about the company. So this is our headquarters in Utah, Salt Lake City.
A Utah company.
We're actually in 27 countries and growing. We're in massive growth right now. We're expected to triple, possibly even quadruple by the end of the summer. We have
Kat, I'll link it in the description afterwards too for anybody else who's able to watch this video. If they want to see that too, I'll definitely link his video in the description.
Cutting edge technology in the health and wellness sectors. And we've actually grown by 1,200% since 2018 when we relaunched as the company that we are today. So if you were to go on Google and research our company before 2018, you might see some things that you're like, oh gosh, but we're going to tell you why our company is the company it is today.
Okay, so this is why they continue to say they got in early, because some kind of rebranding happened in 2018, even though they've been around longer. So that, I think, is why this report is continually getting reshared. So they have this curve about where we're right here, even though we're 4 years past the rebrand. So how accurate is this? I'm not sure.
This is the timing that we were talking about that's absolutely, irreplaceable. They say the T in timing is more important than the T in talent, and that is so true. I've had people come here and join me in this that have never done this before, and they're making, a 6-figure income now. So because they got in on the timing of this company. Yep. And so it just kind of shows you where we're at and where we're headed until, it's like a 4 to 5 year climb before you reach up here to saturation, which even then with our comp plan being so aggressive, I feel like people are
a 4 to 5 year climb. They rebranded in 2018, or they relaunched in 2018. It's now 2022. So we are at the saturation point based on this graph, based on what she just said.
We're still going to be able to do really well here. So, tell them a little bit about the mentors.
These are the guys that founded the company. Mark Wilson, CEO and founder. He's a former NFL quarterback, played for the Raiders.
That's the guy we saw at the very beginning on the video that the company put out. His name is Mark Wilson, and again, former NFL. He went to the Super Bowl twice. I think it's a safe assumption, or I don't know what the right word is, but you could assume that he was able to make some money being a part of 2 Super Bowl teams.
And the New England Patriots. He's been to 2 Super Bowls, and he retired from the NFL, went into commercial real estate. So very successful guy. Mm-hmm. He built commercial real estate in Seattle, like Starbucks and stuff like that. McDonald's. Like he really made big money. Retired in his 60s. And then it was like, what am I going to do with the rest of my life? And he thought he'd just play golf because let's play golf. Well, he's like, no, I want to make an impact on people's lives with whatever I have left. And God's been good to me. So I want to be good to others. So he founded this company based on that heart. And this guy is a servant leader. Let me show you a picture of him. This is him carrying Josie's suitcase to a van in the snow in the middle of the night. Like really
helping me get to the airport on time.
Servant leader, man. I mean, I love the guy. And when he talks, it's like E.F. Hutton. You hear a pin drop. Like I cry when this guy talks because he's so inspirational. So I can feel good about this company because of the leadership here. Jake Spencer, the president, used to be in this industry, did very well in the multi-level marketing industry.
I don't know him. I can't say if he is a good person or not. I think we all maybe have a certain, if you're if you're out of multi-level marketing and you weren't a fan of it when you were in, or you weren't a fan after you left, it's going to have certain leanings and certain preconceived notions about the people who are a part of the corporate side of multi-level marketing. And to be fair, from what he said, that's great that he seems to be a quote unquote good guy. I take an issue with them telling the people in their group how they're supposed to feel about the CEO and founder of the business. I would have less of an issue if they were focused on the products and spent less time hyping up the people associated with this company. When you go to Target, when you go to Walmart, when you go to a regular store, even when you buy from a small business, normally it's the product. Do I like supporting small businesses probably as much as the next person? Yeah, but I also like quality products. I like something that aligns with my interests. I like something that works. So I'm not really, and maybe that's my personality type. I'm not interested in listening to someone who's put someone else on top of a pedestal and spends all this time telling me how shiny and sparkly and good they are. And because of that shine and that sparkle, you should like this company too. It makes me just have more questions when there seems to be such a hard sell at the beginning of the presentation regarding the people. I don't know the exact right words to articulate my issue with it. It might just be a personal preference of, hey, I don't really like that. Maybe everyone else does. I feel like I'm being sold to. Feel like I'm being sold really hard something, and I immediately don't want to buy it.
Came in 2017 as a consultant, and that's when everything really changed because he rebranded the products. He wrote our comp plan because he knows what it's like to be out in the field and do this business like the way we do it. And he knows what people like us would be drawn to in a compensation plan, and he wrote it. And so it's the best comp plan by far in the industry. And that's why we signed up based on the comp plan, didn't even know if the products were good. We were like, God, please let the products be good.
I think he's trying to be funny, trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. You sign up because you really like the compensation plan, and you're basically telling me that you're willing to do sell whatever product they have, even though you don't know it, because you want to get the money associated with the compensation plan. How much can you care about the product at that point? You know what I mean? When you're part of a company and you have to figure out if you even like the product, or you have to figure out how you're going to sell it because you've already signed up. What does that say to the people on the call? What does that even say to us? I don't really like that. And I don't really like that in any situation with any salesperson saying that, hey, I just really like how much commission I'm going to get, and I'm going to figure out how to sell this. You know, when it's a car, okay, I get it. When it's more of in the traditional business sense where like the products are standard or the product can survive in the traditional market on their own, different story. It's a different story to me personally.
The products were better than the comp plan. It's like so good. And then this is Brittany Hitch,
so
and she's
good.
Hopefully she's going to be on here in a minute, but we're going to keep moving along.
Yeah. And also Jake, the cool thing about Jake is that we get proximity to him. Whereas a lot of companies out there, you know, they're so saturated that the best you can get is like a cardboard cutout when you're like at convention or whatever. But I mean, this guy, he gets in the trenches with us. He trains us. And, you know, like with me being on, or my husband and I both being on Equity Council, we have access to corporate. We can, you know, call on special promos.
Most companies have this. Young Living, when you got to a certain rank, you had access to a special team that would help you with recruiting, would help you with your questions. You could get things done on your account faster. They're saying, and again, in Young Living, most of the Royal Crown Diamonds, most of the Crown Diamonds got access to the CEO or the C-suite. So like the VP, the president, the vice president, to blanketly say, our company is different because you're making assumptions about what other companies are like. Okay, maybe not every company you're going to have access to the president or the co-founder or the founder. That isn't accurate, what they're saying here. I'm saying it's not accurate because other companies do give you access to the higher ups when you become higher up, and they are obviously higher up in QSciences.
For our team, we can get him to do special trainings for us. And, you know, like we're going to boot camp in a week where we're going to get intensive training. So the fact that we get that kind of support here is like next level. It's unbelievable.
There's so many things that make this company stand out, but the products by far make this company stand out. Sure. Here's our full suite of products, and we're going to just kind of touch on a few of them. But they look great. You know, they don't look geriatric. They don't. look, completely feminine, like, it appeals to men and women by far. This is our flagship product. This is what any and everyone should be on. It has, we have a most amazing vitamin called 𝐔𝐒𝐄 right? Sorry, my brain.
We have a son named Max. You should be able to remember
𝐔𝐿. I hate to call it a vitamin because it's so much more than that, and the brain fog just lifts when you take it.
I hate to call it that, but it's so much more than a vitamin. Well, what are you supposed to be calling it? What does the company say that you can call it? Q-Core, 3 products in 1, optimal absorption, body micronutrients. I mean, just because it does something different for you doesn't mean that that's going to do the same thing for other people.
There's a pre and probiotic in there. There's also an anti-inflammatory in there. And we're about to add this 4th product called Digest. So it's AM and PM packets. You just literally grab a pack for the day. We call them pillow packs. So this is a foundation. Everything else is going to be built on top of this foundation health-wise. So you want to start with it.
You want to start with this, and you're going to buy this, and then you need to buy all the other things. Got it.
This product. Everybody should be on it.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone should be on it. Everyone should buy it.
Now, we have a whole app dedicated to fitness and weight loss and accountability, workouts.
It comes free, by the way. When you
so when you sign up as an ambassador, you get that app for a whole year. Mm-hmm. We have some amazing products in this category. The pre-workout I love. I use it every day. I get really jacked on it. It's also a mood lifter. It's amazing.
Yeah.
The shakes
we all
are great.
use it when we go to the gym because it gives you that like, I'm going to conquer my goals today in the gym.
Right.
It's crazy.
And I'm 51. I need that extra boost. Our shakes are great. Our trim, if you're looking to lose weight, this is a product that blocks carbs, speeds your metabolism up, and curbs your appetite. And so we take this product a lot, and I think it's why we're able to maintain our weight at our age. I'm 51. She's 46. We'll take it before we go out to eat, and therefore the product pays for itself because we can only split. We cannot get.
To state the obvious, they both look really great fantastic for 46. I mean, for any age, she looks like she's in her early 30s, and maybe that's the Zoom lighting, but she looks really good. And compare that to QSciences when you've been in other multi-level marketing companies. I don't know.
Get our own meal. Because we can't finish it.
We actually have a discussion usually before we go out. We're like, should we take trim or should we not take trim? Because do we want to pig out?
Do we want to feast tonight or do we want to?
So it really does curb your appetite. You'll be like, dang, man, I'm already full.
Yeah. And so this is our collagen. We'll talk about collagen in a second, but I'm going to move on.
But it is in the weight loss category, so kind of remember.
Right. So we have 2 different collagens. One is
Kelly's going to talk about it.
Oh, yeah. So I am going to turn this over to my favorite ambassador on our entire team, and that is Kelly. She is amazing, and she's going to talk about this collagen. Look what it's doing for her glowing skin. Of course, where's your light, Kelly? You need a light on your face.
I know. I'm technical difficulties. It's good I'm on here. So just. Yeah. So, the collagen, this is one big reason, 2 reasons. Q-Core that we were talking about with the daily vitamin. I have been on a daily vitamin for so long. I just want to tell you this because this is what plugged in my collagen. So I had a baby. He's 10 months old. When I say he doesn't sleep, I mean, I'm talking every hour and a half, I'm up. So obviously as a nurse, as a mom of 4, and, functioning just in general, when you don't have sleep, then your body is under tremendous amount of stress, right? Just trying to function throughout the day. So I was doing all the things that I could control, like nutrition, working out, taking my supplements that I needed to take, those kinds of things. I've been taking for many, many years. And I was like, okay, this isn't working. I need to bump up. So when I was looking into.
Doesn't Aimee Ure have some kind of trim collagen goopy stuff too? It's looks like the pudding or something. Because this is the same type of bottle, It says full matrix medical grade liquid formulas. And what does medical grade mean? What does medical grade mean on supplements? Medical grade supplements are manufactured to the same standards as pharmaceutical drugs, unlike over-the-counter ones. They are the highest quality supplements available and meet all pharmaceutical standards. So what are pharmaceutical standards? Pharmaceutical regulations are defined as the combination of legal, administrative, and technical measures that governments take to ensure the safety, efficacy, and quality of medicines, as well as the relevance and accuracy of product information. So that doesn't really help. I don't know. I do not know.
QSciences, I was like, okay, let me try their foundational product. And when I switched to Q-Core, I cannot describe to you the difference after about a month and a half of just exactly what John said, the brain fog lifting. Nothing else changed. I mean, my body was under a tremendous amount of stress, but nothing changed except for me changing my core vitamins, pre-probiotics, the core. So then when I was reordering, I was like, what is this collagen? I've taken collagen like literally for how many ever years. We all take it. We've taken the standard one at Target that you can pick up in the checkout aisle. You can order it online. Like I've tried anything and everything with collagen. I've done extensions in my hair, like just the whole thing. And when I switched to this collagen, I say my biggest regret is not taking a before picture, because I truly had the most extreme postpartum hair loss.
She has very good looking hair, I'm not gonna lie. And I'm also going to try to speed this up. So I'm on, what's the time I'm on? Okay, I'm gonna pop it into a window. I'm gonna pull it out here, because I think that it would be better going faster.
In my skin, all the little baby hairs coming through. And I was like, what is happening? Yeah. So you can see some incredible before and afters. You guys, I love these products so much that I was like, talk to Josie. We partnered with the VP of product development of like, why are our products so good? And I literally, you can check it out on my Facebook page. It's posted on Josie's. It's a live with the VP of product development. And I asked her, what separates our probiotics and prebiotics from anybody else's? Like, what separates our daily vitamin from anybody else's? What separates this collagen? Just as Stephanie said, Ann Billings, that's the VP of product development, she discussed she had cancer 3 times, 2 times she had chemo, and she literally had to rebuild. Her statement was like, I had to learn how to grow my hair back, and she did. So her hair, she's got long, beautiful hair.
How can you say that your product works for everyone who has gone through chemo and has had hair loss? Because that's what I take from this. If I had gone through something like that and I was looking for a solution and I'd heard this testimony, I probably would have bought what they're selling. How can you say that? How can you say that without balancing out your statement and saying this product doesn't work for everyone?
And so this isn't just some product on the shelf. This is truly, when you hear in Q, once you start using the products and whatever, they'll say this is liquid gold. It is literally liquid gold. So I can't praise it enough. Not only, again, just the collagen, but the other products as well. Hormonal health, I work with a lot of women with that. We've got a product called 𝐊𝐈𝐍𝐃. I mean, I can run down a list of lots of different B12 spray that, I mean, how many people go into, so how many people go into doctor's offices and get, the B12 shot? Well, we have one that's sublingual, you take underneath your tongue. It's very inexpensive. It's $25 and it is very effective.
Just because you can take it and you can do it under your tongue does not mean that that would replace someone getting a B12 shot. It doesn't. I mean, that's great. That I'm not sure where all these claims are coming from. I'm not sure why they are allowed to say all this without listing some source. And we're just supposed to trust what they're saying.
So it's just, our products are truly set apart for sure. Sorry.
Wow, no, that's great. You actually did our job, which is you did a better job at our job. Yeah, we have lots of sprays as well, and that's one of the things that caught my attention. Mm-hmm. It's a set apart product. It's not like, check out the spray, And I used to give myself B12 shots, so I will keep a B12 in my pocket. The sleep spray is amazing.
Is the set apart language flagging for anybody else? Because for me, it does sound very religious-esque, and maybe because the owner, I'm not sure if he is a Mormon or I'm not sure what denomination he is, but it does seem like a lot of the companies that are based in Utah. So I say Mormon to differentiate that there's some different theological type of belief. Some of the words are different that they use. So they say things to reference God. They say it a different kind of way. So you can, when you hear it, you know what denomination they're a part of. So I'm just wondering.
And that's our number one seller of all of our products, and it works amazing.
I think that I love our testimony because we have, kids going to bed at different times or whatnot. And sometimes we just need everybody to go to bed,
Right.
like I'm sure you guys like struggle, with that too. Surely I'm not the only one. But we have little night owls. And so I'm like, sleep spray.
Yeah. They come to us for it,
Yeah. And they don't need it every night, but they know they have it if they need it, and they come ask for it because they know it works. Like within 10 minutes, they're out and they like sleep.
That doesn't seem right. I know some people need extra supplements to be able to have a restful night's sleep. I know there's products on the market that children can take. A few things are kind of setting off my own red flags about this. It's the perpetuating of the idea that you're just going to supplement your kids so that they're more controllable. Maybe that's misunderstanding what she's trying to say, but that's the way that it's hitting me, and this is the first time I've watched this Zoom call.
Sleeping good, and also I have a girl really quickly. She's a flight attendant, and she keeps one of these in her pocket. She's actually an ambassador with Q, and she said she has people coming up to her, that can't sleep or whatnot, and she's like, hey, come here, and she sprays the sleep spray because it will work for a nap too. So you can do less sprays, but when you wake up, you don't feel that drugginess or whatever. So
Josie, one of our topics when we talked to Anne, she was like, how many people dose up on melatonin? And she talked about the extreme, double dosing, triple dosing, or how many people take it. She's like, you're not going to believe, I believe it's only 0.5 or maybe 1 milligram in the sleep spray. And she was like, that's because it's that effective. Where you hear people taking 50, or 100, like crazy amounts of melatonin, and ours is so minimal because it's so effective. Again, it's sprayed underneath the tongue. So, and that's just one of them.
Yeah. So moving on, we have full spectrum hemp, which is amazing. It tastes good, but I love hemp. And I remember when it became legal in 2018, I ordered from several sources, and I never felt a thing from it. And because most of the stuff you buy on the market has carrier oils and it can't absorb. We have a technology with our hemp called BioSync technology. It makes your body think it's water. So it absorbs like 100.
Scientifically, I don't know how to speak to this because I am not a scientist. I would have to ask my sister-in-law about it. They've coined this term themselves. They're saying it's water soluble. I don't know how to speak to any of this. Just from a consumer's perspective, I'm hearing this, and it does sound like a good sales pitch. I mean, if you're someone who does use CBD and you haven't had great results with it, sure, this is enticing part of the sales pitch. Again, how come nothing's cited? How come we can't look up the studies that have been done? How come there's no disclaimers on here about the efficacy of these products, about not being FDA approved?
100%. So when you put a droplet under your tongue, you're going to feel it within 4 to 5 minutes because it's completely absorbed into your mouth. And so it's awesome. We also have, the water enhancers with CBD. They're phenomenal.
Really good.
Yeah. Women love these things.
One thing about our products I will say is they taste good. That's very important to our company. And actually, as when you go out to the cabin in Utah, they let you taste test and give your feedback. And if
the
you don't
cabin,
like they rate it and stuff like that based off of our opinion. So I love that we get to give our feedback.
We also have a product called terpenes, which is a lot like the hemp, but it's made from terpenes, which is like essential oils. So it's also sublingual. Got the same technology, it absorbs, but the terpenes have different terpenes for different effects. We have one called chill. It's called chill, and it just helps you really chill out. So if you don't want to have hemp, this works much like the hemp. It chills you out the same way. We have 4 different terpenes right now and more.
Kat said there has been a rise in emergency room visits from melatonin overdoses in children throughout the last several years. You should talk to your pediatrician before giving kids any supplements. Exactly.
Or coming. Nobody's doing this. Our company is the only one that does terpenes. There's a lot of oil companies out there, but you don't put it in your mouth. You put it on your skin, a diffuser. This goes under your tongue, and it's made from essential oils. We have one called Create, which helps you focus.
That's my favorite.
Yeah.
I love it. It really, really helps you have like this creative laser focus on whatever you need to accomplish. So if I'm feeling like, oh my gosh, I can't do this, like that is my go-to. I know that if I take that, I'm going to be able to, get it done.
We have one called Comfort, which is for pain. We have one.
You're just going to be able to say pain. Where's your testing? Where are the studies? Because let me just tell you, in Young Living, we were not allowed to say any of the hot words that the oils could or could not help with. And he's just saying that one of these does help with pains. Normally, you have to go through testing to see if something actually can impact things, the structure function processes in your body. And I don't see anything that's cited here. I see
called Slumber, which is for a deep REM sleep. And then we have more coming. We have one called Love that's coming out soon.
Love.
That's for libido.
We have to test it out.
Yeah.
Oh my. What?
You're like, y'all don't need that. Y'all got enough.
Everybody's like, don't make more kids.
Yeah. We also have skin, topical creams that have collagen as well. The repair serum, the overnight cream. We both use those. I'm 51. I do the things too
because so good on my skin.
We have a little girl turning 3 years old tomorrow, so I do not want to be mistaken for her grandfather her whole life. So
that's yet to have happened yet. Right?
It hasn't happened.
It hasn't happened. That's pretty good for a 51 and a 46-year-old to have a 2-year-old.
That's because of QSciences, people. This guy gives a credibility to our company. He's our chief science officer, Dr. Stephen Kimberly. And I'm sure Kelly has geeked out over this guy in his videos. But you can see this guy talk about our products, and it just blows your mind because he's not only a board certified internal medicine doctor, he's a naturopath, and he's a former senior editor of WebMD. And he was the senior editor for them for years. And so every product goes through him. And if it doesn't meet his quintessential standards, then we don't put it out in the market. We don't take what other people do and just duplicate it.
I think that maybe Erin or one of the other multi-level marketing, the anti-multi-level marketing creators has done a video where he was present answering questions on the live that was done. I don't remember. If you remember who did that, let me know in the comments. I'll try to find it and link it after this is over.
We're always doing things that everyone else is not doing. And another thing about our company is that we own all of our products. We're not white labeling products from other companies. And that's what a lot of companies do. They just take products, they buy them or buy the rights to them and put their label on it and put it out in the market. And we don't do that. We develop our own products and we put them out.
So frustrating. These sound wonderful and I would love to use them, but I have a feeling the benefits are greatly exaggerated. Yeah. And it seems like nothing is cited. We just have to take their word for it. And, we're taking the word of a potentially a really good salesperson. I've got questions.
And I love that about this company. So we're still waiting on our special guest. She's going to be here in a minute. But why don't you want to talk about
I'll get started in talking a little bit about how to partner with us. So there's really 2 different ways you can partner. You can be a customer if you just wanted to geek out on the products and learn more about them and try them and get a testimony about the products or whatever. It's only $10 to be a preferred customer, and you pay the same pricing that we pay as ambassador. So you don't get like more of a discount to be an ambassador. You get the same discount, which I think is pretty awesome. And we have some cool promos going on right now. You can buy 2 collagen, get 1 free. So if you're interested in the collagen, you definitely need to know about that promo that's going on until the end of the month. And we also have this thing called Smart Ship. If you become a preferred customer, that you can buy into and get free shipping. It's $50 for the year, and you get free shipping on your auto ship every month. So remember that if you're interested in being a customer. And you'll have your own website and everything, and can place an order as much or as little as you want every month. Now, if you're interested in partnering with us as an ambassador, it's $100 for the year. And you get, like I said, you get that MyQFit app where you can do all your fitness and habit tracking and all of that in there, which I was talking to somebody about that. And they said that they have their own fitness app, and what their clients pay for that is like crazy, like very expensive. And the fact that we get that for free is a huge bonus. And I have heard they just added a way to track macros in our app.
Oh, cool.
So I think that's pretty cool because that's a really trending diet right now or whatever.
It's not a trending diet. People have been tracking macros for a long time. What?
I shouldn't call it a diet.
No, it's not that.
So you get that, you get your business Q suite, which is actually for the year, not just a month. You get it for the entire year for free, included in your membership. Obviously,
I was wondering though, what's the monthly requirement to access your commission check? I'm going to link the income disclosure statement if there is one, and any other important documents in the description after the video.
You're going to have ambassador support in your e-commerce site. So it's kind of like a turnkey business. You pay $100 and you have everything you need to start your own business. Now, this is our compensation plan, which this is what blew me away. It's literally one page, y'all. One freaking page. I understand it. I cannot tell you anything about any past compensation plans that I was ever with my last 3 companies. If somebody would have asked me how you get paid, I would have went,
we just do.
Like Jake, our president, said you should be able to explain this compensation plan to your, your adolescent child, and they should be able to get it. So, I'm going to do my best to do that for you. Tonight, there is
okay. Again, on my channel, I try to point out the things that do sound good. Doesn't mean that I'm endorsing a multi-level marketing company. I'm just trying to, because if some things, I don't want to just harp on a company and then not also acknowledge, like, hey, that sounds good. I do like the idea of the reps being able to communicate how they get paid to other people. I think that's kind of cool. We'll see what it looks like here.
Actually 5 different ways you get paid. And I always like to point this out. The first 2 boxes are based off of customers. So if you're really good at going out there and sharing the love of these products, you will do really well with customers. And, you just pass them your website, they go in, place an order, and you get a commission off of their order. Well, now we just added this back in February, where once you get customers, that volume starts growing. And when you reach 300 in volume, which is basically 3 q-core, okay, go sell 3 people the q-core, and you have hit the first rank for CV, which is customer volume. That's going to give you a $50 customer commission paycheck on top of your 10%. And that is just going to grow as your customer acquisition grows. So if you're really good at, like I said,
the faces, I don't know. I don't think you can see them. They do not look. We have someone laying in their bed and they're kind of glaring at the screen. We have someone on top who is kind of has a quizzical look on her face, and someone who's sitting on a couch. There's not good looks on this.
Grabbing customers, taking care of customers, customer service. This is going to be your favorite part of the comp plan. And I believe, it's not what I know, but there is an enhancement coming before the end of the year. And I believe it's going to be in this section. I think there's probably going to be bonuses added to that. So so that's coming. And then we have the 3 and 4, which are, this is all about team building. So this is about people who love to go out there and share the love of this business and find business partners, find people to build little franchises all over with you. And so
we're not really building franchises. You're recruiting people, and then they are recruiting people. We're not building franchises.
As you grow with ambassadors, as you grow with your team, this is going to pay you infinite levels deep. So as far deep,
there's no limit
as you can go. It's gonna all that volume from the very bottom of your leg is gonna roll all the way up, and it's gonna bless everybody all the way up that leg until it hits you at the very tip top. So yes, you can help build underneath your team members, and you can help bless your team members, because we have no choice but to put volume when people join us at the very bottom of our organization. So at the bottom of that leg means everybody all the way up, infinite levels. Level 2000 is going to pay you just as much as your level 1, which
if you have 2,000 levels, they're saying there's enough money built into the products that you're going to get paid all the way at the very tippity top of the pyramid? Is that what she just said? What?
That to me blew my mind, because my last comp plan only paid me 7 levels deep. And
yeah, because the logical position would be that money would run out at some point. Money that's built into the product to pay out on these commissions, right?
Cut you off at level 3 and paid you less as it went down. And so here, it doesn't matter what, it creates the culture of our company, because the people at the very bottom, you want them to succeed just as much as you do the people at the top. So we really are all about reaching down and helping the newest people win and have success here, because it's just the culture of what this compensation plan has created. And then over here is promotional rank bonuses. So you're going to be able to get a rank bonus every time you hit a new rank. These are going to stack on top of each other. Now, when you join, you partner with us, you'll have the rest of the month that you're in and one other full month of fast start bonuses for Builder, Pro, and that. There's no more time limit on the bonuses. But Builder, Pro, and Executive, if you hit, let's say Builder is like 3 orders, Pro is like 6 orders. So just take the zeros off. And then Executive is like 15 orders. So just take the zeros off of here, 3, 6, and 15. And you're going to earn $250 plus you'll get all your bonuses. So $500 in bonuses. So $750 if you hit Executive within your first full 30 calendar days, which would be for you guys. If you partnered before the end of the month, you would have all the way until the end of next month. And then just for fun, Ruby is my lifetime rank here. So you can scroll over and see.
Ruby is my lifetime rank here, which means that she maybe is not at Ruby right now. She might not be at Ruby right now.
That my paycheck is $25,000 a month and it is not a penny less. It is exactly that. I don't have to guess or figure out an average or anything like that. Like I know what I'm getting paid as long as I maintain that rank. And
what?
then the 5th way that I think is super, super fun and very unique to our company is our financial freedom movement. And basically, Brittany's on. Okay. Well, let me just finish really quickly on the financial freedom movement and then I'll have Brittany close us out. The financial freedom movement is really another part of our culture of our company. We really want people to set people up for success. We want people to know how to manage their money. Like so many people do really well in this industry, but they don't know how to put their money in the specific buckets that they need in order to be, financially balanced and save money for taxes and all those things. So you get a free financial coach when you join, and that is completely free. That you can set that up and you can have them help you, balance your finances and whatnot. But you also, when you reach the 4th rank of elite, you get a bonus that goes towards the debt of your choice. So not only are we educating you, but we're also helping you to get out of debt or helping you to put money in savings or retirement or whatever it is you choose to put it in. A lot of companies will have car programs or whatever, and they tend to get you in more debt than.
I wonder why they have this option available. I wonder if it benefits the company in any way, because I've got questions.
Right.
Where you started?
In fact, Brittany could talk about
Brittany
that.
can definitely talk about that. And Brittany is on here. So I'm going to spotlight you, girlfriend.
Let's stop sharing the screen.
Okay, yeah.
I'm going to stop sharing.
So Brittany, you guys saw a picture of her with me earlier. She is who I partnered with. She jumped on board 3 weeks before me, which I think is wild. I'm so happy that I followed her journey in this. We met through our previous company, and I followed her through her partnering with this company and saw so many people winning on her team right out of the gate. And I got like seriously FOMO, and I was like, I've got to know more. I've got to see what she's up to. And so when John was talking about me going down that rabbit trail of research, like I was talking to Brittany, and I'm so thankful she was up that night. She and I are both, we joke because we're night owls, but we kind of sleep in the morning as well. So we were both, up talking in the wee hours of the night. She's sending me the comp plan, and I was blown away. And so it was really quick for me, my decision to jump on board. But I just love Brittany. She's such a support. I get messages from my team all the time. Brittany reached out to me and told me I'm really close to a rank, and it means so much.
Wow. And didn't we hear, I feel like that is used in many companies for someone who is designated at a higher rank or is portrayed as kind of a celebrity or someone whose advice, or even if they take the time to speak to someone, that should be valuable. They're doing the same thing here with kind of keeping people on their team.
She's just a servant leader, and she's a freaking black diamond, y'all. She makes $120,000 a month. You got that right. You heard that right.
Income claim. How is this compliant?
And she was the fastest black diamond in our company. So she's amazing. She's a legend here. So take it away, Brittany. Tell them a little bit about your testimony.
You're so sweet, Josie. A funny thing is I actually remember where I was sitting on my couch in our old house that night. It was like, I was in California, so it was like midnight my time, but like 3 a.m. your time. I'm like, what are you doing awake? And here we are now. Hi, you guys. This is so awesome. I'm so grateful that I was invited to come share with you. So thank you, Josie and Kelly. I'm so proud of what you have accomplished here in such a short period of time. This is incredible. I came to Q in October of 2020. So it's been a little over 18 months now at this point. And when I came here, we were in a place of complete financial desperation. My husband was a police officer. He got hurt on the job. He got medically retired. And in that instant, we lost 2/3 of our income, all of our medical benefits, everything just gone. So we were in the place of credit cards maxed out, getting declined, water, electricity, phones getting shut off. It was so stressful, and it had taken a huge toll on our marriage, honestly. And you would think that all of those things would have been enough for me to do something about it, but it wasn't until this very defining moment happened in our lives, my life specifically, where my oldest daughter, Aimee, she was 6 years old at the time. She had overheard about.
I thought when you are medically retired, and maybe there's different standards for different organizations, or if you're not part long enough, I thought you got to keep your health benefits. Maybe you don't.
One of those things, and that day was that we didn't have any dog food to feed our dog. We have this big golden retriever, and we didn't have any dog food left to feed him, and we also didn't have any money to go buy the dog food. And so we were obviously stressed about, what do? You got to feed your dogs, right? So she was over at my parents' house that day, and she asked my mom, just very innocently, but stressed, right? And she just said, hey, Mimi, can I bring some, do you have any extra dog food that I can bring home? We don't have any for Bo. My mom was like, what is going on? Like, yes, of course. I hadn't told anybody. Nobody knew our situation. Nobody knew how bad it was. And so when I went to pick her up, my mom asked me, she's like, what is going on? And she told me what Aimee said. You guys, I broke. My heart shattered in like a million pieces. I had the worst mom guilt. I had so much shame. I felt like just the worst on the planet. But looking back, I can't tell you how grateful I am that happened, because that is what set all of this on fire. It's what completely changed the trajectory of our lives. Because I had been watching my friend Francesca build here in Q for 18 months. I watched her build such a successful business. She was making $90,000 a month at that time. And I was like, tell me what you're doing.
How are they getting away with talking about all of these income claims? She just said her upline made $90K per month. And this girl in the top left-hand corner, is making $120,000 a month. And Josie and John are making $25,000+ a month.
What is happening here? And so she told me everything. I was like, okay, this is either way too good to be true or this is way too good to pass up. And that's what I went with. I can't pass this up. I don't have a plan B. I don't have a backup plan. My back was up against the wall, and my family was depending on me to do something. So I did. I jumped all in. I dove head first, found some incredible leaders to partner with, like Josie, and we have been running ever since. We went from $50,000 of credit card debt, no money in savings, no money in checking, a credit score of 500 to now, within a year and a half, we have earned $2 million in Q. And you guys, I don't even have a college degree.
How are they getting away with all of these freaking income claims?
It's pretty wild. You don't need those things, I guess. We have raised our credit score over 200 points since being in Q and working with the FFM. Our coach is incredible.
I mean, again, I am going to say that's an interesting point. Just like Kat said, having a financial coach is interesting. Now, is it a tactic used to keep people in longer? I don't know. It sounds like it benefited her. I'm not trying to make MLM sound better. I'm just trying to point out the parts that sound good, because if they do sound good to us, they probably are sounding good to the people who are buying into these huge income claims and these huge health claims.
She has set us up with SEP IRA and life insurance policies and this incredible CPA that saved us on tax. It's been amazing to have a savings account, a hefty savings account now. It's something that I never dreamed that was possible. So beyond, the success that my family has seen, I love that we've been able to help so many families change their lives as well. For most people, an extra $250 a month, an extra $1,000 a month is life-changing. Like covering those groceries, covering the mortgage, covering the rent, the insurance, those things that you don't have to worry about. That's life-changing. But what's really cool is that in our first year and a half, we've been able to help nearly 40 families hit the 6-figure income level. Because what we have is special. What we have is different, and timing matters.
Timing matters, but they said earlier on in the call that the company rebranded in 2018 and that they were quote unquote at the bottom of that little curve, and that curve evens out or stops growing after 4 to 5 years. Well, it's 2022. So are we at the beginning of the curve still? And why aren't we taking into account it's 4 years after the company has done a reboot or restart?
At the end of the day, honestly, It's smart business. It's a smart business decision. And that's why I came here. I have completely fallen in love with our products. But when I saw that compensation plan and that timing and the systems and the mentorship, I knew I couldn't pass it up. So it's smart business to have consumable products that need to be taken every single day and ordered every single month to feel your best. You know, we're never going to claim to heal, treat, cure, diagnose anything.
Let me go ahead
but our
and try
products
this.
and our business, it's going to make your life better. And that is the goal. We have competitive, aggressive, but also fair compensation. That's what Jake Spencer, who wrote the comp plan, will tell you. He'll say it's just fair and you deserve to be paid what's fair. And unfortunately, that is not the norm in this industry. It's not normal to be paid fairly. But here at Q it is. And I'm not sure if Josie already shared this, but we do have 2 more comp plan enhancements coming still this year, which is huge. There is not saturation. Our market is not saturated. It's untapped. The room for growth is huge, like we talked about timing. And then there's obviously a bunch of tax benefits that come with owning your own business. You know, Forbes said that the best time to join a company is during global expansion and new product launches. And that is literally what's happening here all the time. We're in 26 countries. We're going on the ground in 5 different markets this year. We are launching 7 new products at our convention that are being beta tested, where they actually care about your feedback. They care about what you think, which is a wild concept. I know. Normally you don't find out what the product is until the day of, and then they're like, here, go sell this. But no, they want your feedback. They know if you don't like it, you're not going to sell it. So they need your feedback. They don't just want it, they need it. We do things a little bit differently here. We have new products and new promos about every 45 days. We are in aggressive build mode right now. So if any of that resonates with you, if any of this is something that you want to explore more, that might be a good fit for you or your family, please get with whoever invited you. I would not sleep on this timing. We're never going to get it back. But if this is something that speaks to you, then I just want to personally welcome you to our team, because we have something really, really special here. So with that, Josie, I'll turn it back to you.
Can you see why she's Black Diamond?
Man, I was just saying, like, man, she's good.
I'd sign up all over again, Brittany.
I'm ready to do this again.
I would love to have you guys again.
That's awesome. Thank you.
That's so fun. No, well, Kelly, do you want to close us out, or Stephanie? I'm so happy that you guys came. This has been incredible. So, Kelly.
Yeah, no, Brittany, thank you so much. I really appreciate you getting on. I mean, what an honor that you would jump on our call and show the support to Stephanie, who obviously has the support of so many people on here. And I just am honored that you joined my team, Stephanie, because what a blessing you are to me already. And that's why I'm so excited. When we spoke on the phone, of just like, look what you're connected to. And this is truly like, it's like family. We all have the same intention here. We all want to see everybody succeed in this business. We all want you to feel good, look good, you know, get paid well, like all the things, you know. So it's just hits all the you know, checks all the boxes for sure. So thank you, Josie and John, for leading this. Stephanie, do you have anything that you want to add? Oh, how are you going to unmute?
I had asked to unmute.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I actually learned more tonight. As far as the financial advisor and stuff like that. So I'll let Kelly close out. Thank you all so much for joining me.
Yep,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Glad to
Thank
have
you guys all. If you have any questions, you know, get with Stephanie. Stephanie has, you know, access obviously to me and to Josie. And if you need anything, if there's anything that
Can you see why she's Black Diamond?
Man, I was just saying, like, man, she's good.
Well, I mean, you have to be a good salesperson to get to the top. So I don't. And also not having any boundaries on what you can and cannot say seems like you would be able to move faster to the top. So I don't know if that's a good thing. I wouldn't necessarily classify it as a good thing.
Sign up all over again, Brittany.
I'm ready to do this again.
I would love to have you guys again.
That's awesome. Thank you.
That's so fun. No, Kelly, do you want to close us out, or Stephanie? I'm so happy that you guys came. It's just been incredible. So, Kelly.
Yeah, no, Brittany, thank you so much. I really appreciate you getting on. I mean, what an honor that you would jump on our call and show the support to Stephanie, who obviously has the support of so many people on here. And I just am honored that you joined my team, Stephanie, because what a blessing you are to me already. And that's why I'm so excited when we spoke on the phone, of just like, look what you're connected to. And this is truly like, it's like family. We all have the same intention here. We all want to see everybody succeed in this business.
You can be a part of a healthy team who supports each other in a very boundary strict environment without having to cross over into the family. I think they're trying to say that they all get along or that they all feel close. I'm not a fan of using those terms to describe a business relationship.
Want you to feel good, look good, get paid well, like all the things, so it's just hits all the checks all the boxes for sure. So thank you, Josie and John, for leading this. Stephanie, do you have anything that you want to add? Oh, how are you going to unmute?
I had asked to unmute.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I actually learned more tonight. This, as far as the financial advisor and stuff like that. So I'll let Kelly close out. Thank you all so much for joining me.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Glad to
Thank
have
you guys all. If you have any questions, get with Stephanie. Stephanie has, access obviously to me and to Josie. And if you need anything, if there's anything that you heard about the products that piqued your interest, definitely we can get you some more information on that. If there's interest in the business, timing is now. Get with Stephanie and we'll get you plugged in for sure. I had
The timing necessarily isn't now. It definitely benefits them if you make a quick decision in signing up for their opportunity, but I'm not sure the truthfulness of their statements that they are at the beginning of a company, because this is 4 to 5 years after the rebrand, and they were around before their rebrand in 2017 or 2018.
a girl that just joined the team 28 days ago. She hit all those bonuses that you guys heard about tonight. She's already rocking and rolling. I've got 2 more that are signing up literally as we were speaking. They're blowing up my phone because we're getting ready for the fast start bonuses. So that was one thing that I told Stephanie when she joined, that's my mission. When you join the team, I missed out on that. And I can tell you that there's a few different reasons why I held myself back. I got to know it all. You don't have to know it all. As you see, you're plugged in really, really well. So you don't have to know it all. The biggest thing is just get started. So that's what we want to do. So thank you guys all for coming tonight. I hope you all have a great evening, and we will all just be in touch soon, hopefully.
Okay, that is the end of that video. And gosh, I don't. That's QSciences. That's one of the teams who are independent contractors for QSciences, and there was no holds barred on the income claims and the health claims. And while the bigger leader at the end said they can't make health claims were made during the video. Even if they were more subtle, there were health claims made, and people are going to connect the dots when you talk about the efficacy of a product on someone, for example, the person who was going through chemotherapy, who took the collagen and regrew her hair. What do you think that someone's going to be able to assume or gather from that information? They're going to say, wow, that works. I'm going to try it. Those are health claims. Those are health claims. One heck of a call, very persuasive, and I would have probably jumped in if I didn't know better. Yeah, and it's one thing to be able to find Zoom calls that are overtly just terrible, but the ones that are very appealing, I think it's helpful to go through those as well, because the people signing up for QSciences or any other multi-level marketing company, they're probably coming into contact with really good salespeople. They're probably coming into contact with really good presentations about the product, that any kind of product or service that's filled with claims about what that product or service can do. And is that an ethical way to sell? I think you need to work within the constraints that the FTC provides and the FDA provides, and it doesn't make your job harder selling. Yeah, those are where the issues start with me for multi-level marketing, because you're saying the easiest thing to get people to sign up. And the restrictions are there to protect consumers. And you're you're intentionally or unintentionally, from lack of knowledge, sidestepping, you're sidestepping the rules and putting consumers potentially in harm's way, because they're saying yes based off of something that you shouldn't be allowed to say in the first place. If you were allowed to say it, you would be allowed to say it because a clinical trial had been done, or something was FDA approved, or what the other restrictions that go into some of the structure function claims that some companies can make and some products can make, because they've been through the requirements to do that. A lot, if not all of the products in QSciences have not gone through that. So there's restrictions on what you can and cannot say. And using a testimonial is making a health claim. It is. And you can say, well, if it does it, so I should be able to say it. Talk to the FTC, talk to the FDA, look at your own contract with QSciences, and then we can have a conversation, because not only are some of these multi-level marketing independent contractors breaking the rules with the FTC, they're breaking the rules with the FDA. They're also, some, not all, are breaking the rules of the contract that they signed with the company that they're an independent contractor for. So just because your company hasn't enforced their rules, you're going to say, well, it doesn't matter. It does matter whether the company enforces those rules or not. People getting damaged, people getting financially harmed because of something that you've said or that a multi-level marketing rep has said to sell something, it does matter. And I try to make videos showing some of the issues that come up in these presentations. While I do have a slant, I do have a bias. For the most part, and I'm not perfect, I try to go through the videos, give you my feedback, my understanding, what I've learned, and hopefully if you are in a multi-level marketing company and you have questions and you don't really know the answers, you don't know where to look for the answers, but something doesn't feel right in the company you're a part of, do a little digging, look into the BITE model, look into the other content creators who are making videos on this type of content. I've linked a few in my description below. Depending on the style you like, there's a whole range of people in my description. There's probably someone who best fits your personality type, but the information kind of transcends personalities and preferences and styles, because there is harm going on with the compensation plan. There is harm going on with deceptive business practices, and hopefully people continue to speak up about them. I certainly will continue to speak up about them. I hope you come back next time.